What is good, y'all? It's your boy Big JLD. You already know what time it is. You on my timeline. It's the NFL recap. Let's get straight to it. Oh, wait. I'm out here praying for my team so as to go to another Super Bowl the next 2 years, maybe a year or so. You know what I'm saying? Your boy's a nun dressing up for the spooky season. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, hey, let's get straight to it. So, yes, I know. I've been slacking, but I decided now I'm gonna start recapping like after every other Thursday, so it gives me time to prepare, get stuff together and stuff like that. But anyway, also I'll be dropping another video for tomorrow, which I'll be discussing about the Halloween Ends movie. Definitely give you guys my thoughts on that movie. But right now we're gonna talk about some football. So yeah, let's just talk about it right now. Breaking news. Robert Quinn from the Bears got traded to the Eagles for a fourth round pick. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, for a fourth round pick. The Eagles are trying to go all the way this year. They see it, they know it, they believe it. Also, shout out to their GM making the moves that he's making for this team. This Eagles team is doing, hey, they going all the way, baby. They is going all the way. They trying to make some noise. You know what I'm saying? Also, the whole NFC East has really been making some noise, other than the Commanders, but it's really been making some noise. You know what I'm saying? You got the Giants, winning, going 6-1. You have the Cowgirls 5-2. I'm gonna start calling the Cowgirls. The Cowboys are 5-2. Eagles are undefeated still. It is really crazy. And then the Washington Commanders are like 3-4, I think. But yeah, man, it's really been kind of good for the NFC East. You know what I'm saying? Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Because I'm telling you, they used to be a very laughing stock and a very bad division for some time. Does anyone else feel like this season's been kind of somewhat of a little letdown? I mean, unless it's your team, whatever team you're a fan of, I mean, you are happy for your team. But honestly, it just kind of feels a little bit of a little letdown to me. I was expecting to be fireworks, bangers. I mean, there's been teams coming back and having shootouts and stuff like that. But it kind of feels like, I don't know. I probably want to say the season's been okay like that. I'll probably say the AFC West has been a huge letdown so far, because of the fact that we're expecting like that division to go crazy, be the toughest division out there, but instead we're just getting the same thing. Chiefs dominating that division. Yeah, the Chargers behind them in second. Raiders are struggling to get wins, but are starting to finally get it together. And then you have the Broncos, who for some reason don't seem to get it together. Defense is on point now, mind you, but for some reason the offense just cannot get together. You know what I'm saying? Russell Wilson does share some of the blame, but also the coach majority. Their coach sucks. Literally sucks. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I get it. You hired the offensive coordinator that Rodgers, that used to coordinate for the Green Bay Packers, and thinking you're going to get Aaron Rodgers. So you did a little panic hire, really a panic trade to go get Russell Wilson. And it don't seem like Broncos Nation is riding anything at all. You know what I mean? Because right now they are struggling, and there's also been reports that the head coach for the Broncos is coaching for his job this next game for the Jaguars. So, I know he's hoping and praying they finally get a W, because if he doesn't, he's definitely up out of there. And honestly, I feel like them losing might be the best case scenario. I mean, you don't want your team to lose. You don't ever want to lose. But if you want to improve and get better and hopefully fight for a chance to get to the Super Bowl and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Things gonna need to be happening. You know what I mean? Things need to be changed. Shoot, forget a Super Bowl. Shoot, try to make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But AFC West has been a very letdown for me. I was hoping it to be a lot better than what we were expecting, especially how the offseason was going for each team. Same thing for the Chargers. You got Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa. Now they did just lose J.C. Jackson, I think, for a year or maybe some weeks. I'll have to look more into that. But they did just lose him. And it's just been like, it's just weird to me. But granted, it just seems like with the Chargers, they always deal with injuries, and it's never good for them. And it always seems like they can never, catch a break. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the Chiefs are reigning over that division, like always. So we'll see how the season goes along, but who knows? Also, I feel bad for my boy Mac Jones. You know what I'm saying? You got Patriot fans booing and wanting Zappy during the Bears game, especially when they were up like 10, when the Bears were up 10-0. And guess what happened? They still got smacked even with Zappy in there. So, but they did announce that Mac Jones will be the starter moving forward. Uh, Honestly, I feel like that's the. I feel like Patriots fans shouldn't have did that to Mac Jones. I mean, the man is coming back from an injury. I get it. Zappy was, kind of keeping y'all in games and winning games. Well, he only won 2 games, but then it's just like, really, like, come on now, like, don't disrespect Zap, don't disrespect Mac Jones like that. I'm not saying Zappy's not good, but it's just like nothing changed after you put him in there. You still was getting beat. You know what I mean? You're losing to a Bears team that still is rebuilding and still trying to get their team together. Come on now. How does that make sense? But with that being said, we also got the fact that we got the scores and stuff right here as well. As you can see right here on the side, you got all the scores from last week and everything. It was really some good games, really some heartbreakers. I know my team got smacked by the Bengals. I was happy. I was rooting. I was like, okay, we was up. It was 28-17, going, down 11, going to the half. I was like, you know what, we got this. Now we got smacked. You got the Baltimore Ravens looking like the Baltimore Falcons. You know what I mean? Yes, that's why I call them the Baltimore Falcons because they love to go up big and then give up leads. So hopefully people can talk about them more instead of talking about my team doing that. But yeah, honestly, for real, this season's been very interesting and different. The Jets are winning; they're 5-2. It's just so many teams, and it's like all the bad teams that are known for losing so many times are now good, and all the good teams are just sloppy this year. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's the NFL. That's how the season is. I think maybe it's probably just because it's more competitive now. I feel that's probably why like some teams are just like struggling to pull out wins instead of just going into mindset thinking, oh, yeah, I'm gonna just dominate whatever. But hey, I love it. I love football. This is what football's all about. You know what I'm saying? You win some, you lose some. Not every game's always going to be exciting, but hey, it is what it is. You feel me? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get straight to the pick'ems. That's right, folks. The pick'ems. Now, as you can see right here in the corner right here, we're going to decide who wins what. And I'm going to be real with y'all. It's about to go down. All right, now. So first pick, we got the Ravens and the Buccaneers. I do see the Ravens winning that game. I know Tom Brady's going through it at the very moment, so honest lose. Then we got the Denver Broncos and Jaguars. I do see the Jaguars beating the Broncos. That head coach for the Broncos is definitely going to get canned. And yeah, adios. And then we got the Falcons and Carolina Panthers. You already know I'm rooting for my team. You already know I got the Falcons winning that game because I got the crucifix. Then we have the Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears is going to be coming back off a good win against the Patriots, but Cowboys defense is going to be too much to handle. I got the Cowboys. That's a no-brainer. Dolphins, Detroit Lions. Dolphins, Tua's back. I'm glad to see him back. Awesome. Shout out to Tua, coming back strong. And, then we got Cardinals, Vikings. We are going to pick the Cardinals. I got the Cardinals beating the Vikings. Yes, the Vikings are 5-1. But, I think the Cardinals can finally get their winning ways together. I mean, clearly there might be some tension between him, Murray, and Kingsbury. Raiders, Saints. I got the Raiders beating the Saints. That's a no-brainer for me. I do feel like the Raiders are starting to click and starting to, hopefully get it together. Then we got the Patriots, Jets. I have the Jets winning that game. Jets are playing very inspired football. They're playing with some grit. They're getting it together in that game. Then we got Steelers, Eagles. Do I really need to talk about this? No, I do not. Yeah, we already know the Eagles are winning that game. Tennessee Titans, Houston Texans. Texans, I do feel they might make it a tough game, but to be real, Titans are gonna most likely win that game. Commanders, Colts. Matt Ryan did get benched, like I said, because he is washed. I got the Commanders winning that game. Why not? You know what I mean? Carson Wentz. No, not Carson Wentz. Tyler Heineke. He's a baller. You know what I mean? He's a baller. Niners, Rams. I do think the Niners can edge it out and beat the Rams. Seahawks, Giants. I see the Seahawks beating the Giants, handing them their second loss of the season. Fun. Then we got Green Bay, Buffalo. That's a no-brainer. Buffalo's just going to smack the hell out of the Green Bay Packers. And then we got Bengals, Browns. Bengals are going to be too much for the Browns. Granted, I do expect the game to be close, but I do overall feel that the Bengals are going to end up beating the Browns. And then, yeah, you can call it like that. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Your boy, like I said, another video will be dropping tomorrow where I'll be discussing about Halloween Ends and what my take is on that goofy-ass movie. Like I said, off of that, you should already know what my thoughts are or how I feel about that movie. But, hey, y'all stay classy. It's your boy, Big JLD. You on my timeline. And, yeah, peace.